Norton here. It's 12:30 on Monday the 20th of October, and I thought I'd give you my latest Looking for Mr. Rabbit update. So last week I did lots of WI talks. I did 3 in total, talking about my book Tales from the Domestic Frontline, which I published a couple of years ago, self-published with Amazon and CreateSpace. These talks are great, although this week I had my first WI where one of the women was an RAF wife, and she'd been an RAF wife for 35 years, and she basically had been there, seen there, done it, got the t-shirt, and she knew all about me. She'd read all about me in the papers, and she just was like your classic RAF wife curtain twitcher, sort of very old school. And that was it was a weird experience for me, because I was just thinking, have I come to the end of my WI life, really? It's weird anyway doing the WIs, because I'm talking about content I wrote in 2010 and my kids were very much younger, and the grievances that I had then were different to the ones I have now, because obviously I still have loads of grumbles being stuck with the kids at home and stuff. I just bloody hate housework and tidying up, and all I do is tidy up every day, and it does my head in. So it was kind of weird, but then I've got another booking yesterday, and the bookings are still coming in, so it just feels like it is an opportunity to talk to an older generation of women who really empathise actually with my plight. They've got daughters or children that are kind of going through the same things. They've been there themselves, so they understand the frustrations of it. Also, last week we launched the inaugural edition of A Local Life, a Warminster magazine, which I'm the editor of. So this came out. I've got the next edition to do in the next 10 days. I've got 10 days to file a whole edition, and it's half term as well, so that's a bit crazy. The kids break up on Wednesday, and somehow I've got to do all that. And also I've got to sort out all their toys, because their toys are driving me crazy. So I do have to do that as well. In addition, Looking for Mr. Rabbit, okay, to give you an actual update on the book. And I can't even really believe that I'm going to utter these words out of my mouth. But anyway, I'm going to say it out loud. I am not going to commission the editor until Mercury comes out of retrograde, which just, I know, sounds completely bonkers. When I say it out loud, I know that I sound bonkers, but like I said, I lean on these bloody star signs now because everything's crazy, and Mercury's in retrograde until the 26th of October, so I've deferred paying for the edit until after the 26th of October, because I just don't want to do it while Mercury is still retrograde. And I'm sure that the editor will come up with the same things that she would have done had she read it a bit earlier. She can't do it anyway till the 23rd, so I don't see why I shouldn't wait an extra 3 days for it to sort of settle down astrologically. And anyway, this is the decision I've made, and I know I'm crazy, but there's nothing I can do about that. So that's what's going on with the book. So we've got half term coming up next week. So life is sort of just ticking along. I did go on BBC Radio Wiltshire and talk about self-publishing and publishing, and to go which way to go or not. And actually, really, if I could have anything in the world, and I didn't have to consider money or anything like that, I think that I would release my next book as an app. So I'm really interested in just looking at how apps are developed, and whether it'd be possible to create a sort of montage of video, music, readings, words, images, all into a sort of interactive app that you could download from the iTunes store, as opposed to buying a traditional book. Because I think the sort of content I've got my YouTube channel, at Mod Mercury Mum, which has got a few interviews with me and Hagar on it. It's got interviews with the kids on it. It's got some toy reviews that we did. It sort of looks at our life over the years. I've done an audio book, so I've got audio of me reading certain segments of this book. I've got images, obviously photographs of our whole life and my whole life. So in a way, I think apps are the way forward. And so that's what I'm interested in, but I do know it's expensive, and it's like, potentially it could end up costing about 30 grand. And in order to make it cost effective, you'd need at least 10,000 downloads. So, you know, from a commercial perspective, how do you speculate 30 grand, which I don't have, and how do you sell 10,000 apps when people are just not in that sort of frame of mind? So I could be going a bit early on the app. Anyway, it's food for thought, and so it's the 20th now. So the book will go into edit on the 26th. So by next week, I should have paid for the edit to start, and the edit will have started, but it's unlikely that I'll have any more updates on Looking for Mr. Rabbit. So I shall speak to you then. Thanks very much for listening. Bye.